Well, hello everybody and welcome back to my Let's Play of the game number SpellForce 3 Soul Harvest, the standalone expansion. And I'm actually playing this in SpellForce 3 Reforged Client. I'm IVATOPIA. This is episode 100, baby, and I believe we're about to go against the last ever map. The last battle, at least. Finally. So this series is almost finished. I'm recording this episode on the 6th of September 2023. Technically in my timetable, I'm actually in week 6 right now. This episode should be recorded on week 7, so I'm technically getting ahead with this, but I'm behind on other things. And I was hoping to complete this, no matter if it takes 1 episode, takes 7 episodes, takes 8 episodes, whatever it takes to finish this today, hopefully. And then these episodes, then I've got a decision to make after I've edited and spotted these and see where they land. Do I keep all these up till they finish? Basically, Cyberpunk's going to come on, the expansion will be coming on this slot. Or do I, does it take me a couple of weeks past Cyberpunk's release? For, 3 or 4, so I just have to finish these off and then we'd have full 5 days of Cyberpunk? Or do I do what I'm doing with Starfield and Helix right now, do 3 and 2, 3 and 2? If this is completely finished, and like I said, depending how many episodes we get now, I might do my 2 take a look at the Cyberpunk. Maybe even a 3rd Cyberpunk when I was planning to do 2. And like Starfield's doing 2 and then start Starfield off. I was planning to do 2. Maybe I do a 3rd, maybe a 4th. I just push all my other take a look at back a little bit. And then let this finish. Because when Cyberpunk comes out, my originally plan was to have 2 weeks of this anyway, and each week was a take a look at. So if I did it for a month, that gives me 4 extra weeks. I guess it depends how many episodes I've got when this is finished, if I do that or not, or if I'm just gonna, put it at the date I planned and do 2s and 3s and 2s and 3s, or even swap it around and do 2 of these and etc. I'm not sure yet. Let's finish this off and then we'll find out what I do with it. Because like I said, I don't really want to put this on hiatus and there's like 7 days left to do only, or 4 episodes. And then, we have 3, 4, 5, 6 months of Cyberpunk to finish the expansion, whatever it takes. Because unlike with my first Cyberpunk, when I had everything else done, and I had 2 to 3 months completely free. So I was doing hour plus episodes. I think the shows were like 40 minutes to an hour and 10 minutes, stuff like that. We're averaging an hour episode for the original Cyberpunk game when it came out. I had 2 months completely nothing else I had to do. If I'm recalling correctly. I don't have that this time. So I'm going to stick them to the 25-minute episodes because that's the whole reason why I actually originally changed my setup to 5 a week for 2 shows and went to my iconics, as I call it, versus having 21, 22 shows a week that were all individual things. Now I've got something like 7, but 2 of them, up until Starfield anyway, 2 of them went out 5 days a week. Now because of Starfield and Helix 2, I know I'm getting near the end of it, but I have no clue where that end is. So as of right now, they're doing 3 Helixes, 2 Starfields, 3 Helix, 2 Starfields. Eventually I'll flip completely over to Starfield when Helix is finished. And then when Starfield's finished, I can go back to an older game or put someone else in the slot or whatever. And the same with this. I originally wanted to keep these 5 to 5s, like this slot with SpellForce, to get us to Cyberpunk, because it was expansion. Then do Cyberpunk and then go back to Warhammer 3. Even though I did say if Squadron 42 gets announced as soon as it comes out, then that would take this slot. That's the only thing that will override what I'm doing right now, but I don't think it's something going to come out this year or next year, and by then we should probably be back in Warhammer 3 stuff. Anyway, let's get on with the actual thing, shall we? I believe we only have the last one, the Sins of a Father, to do. Everything else is done. So what is this? This is just the Moon Silver, just keep bringing Moon Silver to him. And I think last episode, if not mistaken, as we hit travel, we already picked who we're going to use. Obviously you have to use my character. I'm bringing obviously his girlfriend, that's our top healer. I've got the tank, and I also changed to have a lot of his summons. So that's what we're going to go with, and again, I could do one last go with Dark Elves, but I do feel they're one of the hardest to use out of the 3. And with a lot of micromanaging going on, humans duels were really better, and I got quite good with humans last time, so I think we might stick with humans. Okay, sorry about that. MJ started running around like mad. Subuntiv was taking her out, so I had to stop that. I don't know if you got a bit of a on there, but I stopped before it got really bad. Okay, I was saying, so to try and help myself with my management, but as I was saying that, I had to stop quick, but I was thinking, even though I picked some of the summons, but then again, it's not that too bad, is it? Because with me, it'd be like bang, 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 bang. There's summons, we go in, he's tanking, and I'm just got messing with her heals theoretically, and obviously when I'm not summons, I'm in that creature form. So, it shouldn't be too much micromanaging on my side. Obviously, I also got her attacks I can do. I'm just iffy if I should, I think that's him, use him because of the extra heals. Even at the same time, I'm really peed off with him, so to speak. His character after he lied in the story, so that's why I don't really want him there. Plus, he's a druid, I'm a druid. So that's 2 druids at the end. Even though technically I can summon, he can summon, but he has more summons than me, and I can also turn into that creature. She's healed. Also, if I had him there, he would be the healer with her, so it'd be healer, but I kind of feel that's more beneficial for the whole army. I don't know if I should or not. I already set up for him, didn't I? And technically I've been using him for quite a few side things in one of the last big battles, and then I was like, I want to use different for the end. So I guess I should stick with this. I feel the one I've used the least of everyone. And I could be mistaken, you can put in the comments. But if I'm right, or what you think. But I think the one I've used least of this series is actually my Spike. Basically, you get your Spike and you get your mercenaries. I think I've used Ivy a lot more than Spike. He was used at the start with Ivy. And I think Ivy came back. I used a little bit later on in a druid form, but I didn't use Spike again. Obviously, I've used her, well, pretty rarely me, but I have to be. I've used her and me the most, like she's been every battle ever since she's come into it, so have I. Rav was quite early, and then he went away for a bit, and I think he came back a little bit, and then he's technically going to be back now for use him. Raj has been okay, I've used her for a bit, she went away and I used her again. Again, he went. I used him. He went away. I used him, and then he did all that bull rubbish, and he's the one I'm taking out now. And you came the latest, so you were there for a bit, and then you've gone away. And I can't remember if I brought you back again or not, or this is the first time. But yeah, I was like looking at these, and I think Dark Elves the hardest I can manage because I've got to mess around gathering souls. I don't want to be doing that again. If I had this in 2-player co-op or 3 players, Dark Elves probably really good for this. Dwarves we've gone through once, and we got to the time that's really good. But I am more used to humans, so I think I'm going to stick with humans. I'm just iffy if it should be you or if I should use you because of your heals. Because having the extra heals is good, because it helps the whole army. Yeah, you got more things to get smacked at, but if people are dying, they're dying. Only you can do it. Because if I'm in my big form, I can't heal, and I haven't put my guy's not. I haven't put his heals up, so he's not really a healer. Even though he can if he has to. But I believe it's one individual heals he does. Let's do it. Let's do it.
As expected, you find little sleep on the journey, and fill the nights with long walks instead.
Now we're gonna go to our nightmare thing
One
again.
particular stroll, you find Kyawu sitting alone on the far end of the camp. You talked far into the early morning hours.
Oh, he's a traitor, idiot.
Sharing your hopes,
Secret
your
guy.
fears, and the almost illicit sense that this time, finally, you have the advantage. As dawn breaks and the rest of the wolf guard stirs, you feel strangely at ease. Dwarves, dark elves, and humans alike, all under one banner. If they can't stop the crescent, who can? Tomorrow, you'll reach the Howling Steps. Not only to stop the last corrupted and with her Jakku, but also to find answers.
There's no reason I think him in because it's his home, but the way he acted. That's one thing though. What I think SpellForce 1 did, what I kind of feel this should do. Like you just talked about Dark Elves, Dwarves and humans all together, you know, like the Wolf Guard. This battle, I should have all 3. SpellForce 3, if I'm not mistaken, it did that. I even think they even did a battle where you had the light side and dark side, and you had to keep them separate, or else they end up fighting with each other. if you left next to them, they would fight. You had to keep them separate, and you had them on the same map. I think it was just one map only it did it for, but it's right near the end, like the big battle or leading to the big battle or something. I kind of feel this should have done that, especially with there's only 3 races and they actually took out. They actually get on.
Here we are.
They're making us pick.
Can you lead the way to your village, Kyle? We should talk to them first.
Yes, I can show you.
Oh, he's here anyway.
What about the rest of our troops, though? Shouldn't we wait for them to catch up?
They'll set up camp north, near where you said the temple entrance is. We need to cover that ground if we don't want the Crescent to surprise us. Let's go.
Oh, so you can hear him anyway. So no way we're not bringing him made sense because he's actually here anyway, isn't he?
Out of the way.
Because he's an extra person, so he was still fine. You know, I can't directly control him.
What do you fancy?
So this many steps should be the same map as before, shouldn't it?
Smoke.
Must be the Autumn Reds.
Oh, his village.
We should hurry.
His village has been burnt down. Oh god, his village has been burnt down. Where does this lead? Oh, I'll go get that stone quick. Yes, I'll have to hit the stone before we go in there.
Right.
We should probably save the game. Or a new one. Oh, I just double clicked. I forgot to thingy it. Give it a name. That would help. Zach. Save. Game 42. Okay. I can always go back to 41 and pick someone else if I need to. Okay, so you come in from a different route. I think this is where we came in the original route. The original route. The one I said down, original loop. We have been this map, but it's uncovered. Well, it's not uncovered now. It probably changed a lot because of the burning.
Try to keep up.
So I should say anything. You see the burning already. Beast. Skull to investigate a strange creature later known as a Slifford. Wow. Why are you not screaming at the fire? Oh, there's a thingy pool. Was it gonna be his dad dead or something he's gonna scream at? Oh god, look. There's dead people. Why are you not saying a word? These are your kin. You that cold, man? You keep secrets, you're that cold, oh, you're being dead, you're happy inside or something, you're not saying a word. Not even like, or nothing. Wow. Wow, this he's not who I thought he was, this guy. Wow. He's not even saying a word.
Is that?
Father!
Oh, now he's just on.
Mercy! Father!
He's with the ancestors, Kyle.
No!
Here you go.
No!
What happened here?
An army of dark elves showed up here. We were out hunting with Tekana and his men, and when we came back, the village was aflame. We dealt with the elves that were still here, but the rest of them moved on.
Crescent. They must have found out that the temple isn't where Mercal thought it'd be quicker than we expected.
You
That's not good.
know about the temple. Then this is what they came.
If you told us before, he would be dead.
And if
Same
they're
with
not
you.
here anymore, it means that Chieftain Mayawa must have told them the whereabouts of the temple. Damn it. We need to stop them and fast. Kyle will lead us to the temple.
Walk with the ancestors, Father. Find peace on the great journey.
Kyle will, please.
Come on.
This to them, you know. This is my fault.
Yeah, you didn't tell us. Because you didn't tell us where the temple was. Because we could have put people here, what, 5, 6, 8, 10 maps ago? Because when did we find them? Probably only a couple of maps into the game. You know, what, episode 20, 30? If you just told us where the stupid temple was. Dark Crescents are to blame. You're right, this could have been prevented.
You're right. This wouldn't have
'Cause you're an arse.
about the Aliani's connection to the temple.
Yeah.
But it did. All we can do now is to save what's left.
Come on, asshole.
Sisters, I was such a fool. I should have known you wouldn't find the temple on your own, but still, I waited. I waited because I didn't want to break the law.
Well, your dad's dead because you didn't want to break him, so...
Until they died. Just like what I accused my father of doing. And here I thought I knew that.
Look, I'm sorry about this. I truly am.
Yes.
Don't go now.
More people are gonna die. The world's gonna die.
Deaths will have been for nothing.
All because you kept a stupid secret.
Please, Kyle.
Yeah, we need you right now, you idiot. That's what you get for keeping secrets.
Sane, can you spare any of your men? We need every blade we can get.
Count on it.
General Arif, the Crescent. They're already at the temple.
Already here. We know.
Why was she up there?
Destroyed the village.
Oh, Tiara's breath. But how? How could they know the temple is in the steppes?
Training our ranks. We just underestimated them.
Maybe there's a traitor in our ranks. Either way, we need to focus. Give me a breakdown of the situation.
Of course. The Crescent's base is near the temple entrance, which makes sense since their main objective is probably to keep everyone away from it while they try to break in. They also have numerous outposts.
Hopefully they'll put a timer on this for us.
Each of them reinforced with portals through which they send Siphon. Despite all that, I wouldn't expect them to be too defensive. They'll probably harry us with attacks so that we don't even think about coming for the temple. To make matters worse,
fudge.
they even seem to have struck a bargain with the survivors of the Fleshkin orcs we fought in the Crimson Mire.
Oh, great.
They're only a handful, but enough to be a threat. Now, the Wolfguard set up camp further down the valley. The Queen's levies have also arrived and have taken up position in the south.
Oh, then we could probably not play catch on a chance.
Who do you want to lead them?
What do you mean? Well, I shall provide you with additional iron ingots. Increase building health with... Oh! That's... No, that's... Oh, that's the dwarf. Okay. So I guess if these were a thing, they might have been in here. So your allies will provide you with additional iron ingots. That'll probably be good. I was getting low on them last time. Increase building health for you and your allies. Oh. But at the same time, that would be good because that would keep towers and that up longer. And for your allies, that seems bigger. That will allow me to get higher units quicker. Or have more of them. But this will allow us constantly to have everything improved. In the big units too. Looks like the idiot. So he's in charge.
Kyle, you lead the levies.
Me? But I'm not the commander.
The soldiers will help you with the commanding part.
Yes.
You know these steps better than anyone.
I understand. I will not let you down, General.
Again.
Good. Anything else, General? If not,
Time to make up for what you did, arse. So that time we end this war. How long before they break through the temple gate?
Before they break through
It's
the
not gonna be
temple
timed, is it?
impossible to say. It could be weeks, days,
Hopefully it's not timed.
hours.
All the more reason to make haste.
Spike just spoke. Oh, it's a whole group here. Do I get to use every hero? Chance we couldn't get. Then what's the point when we get to pick these at the start then? I guess they'll just won't have access to their abilities. Because wait a minute, because wait. Katas. Rav. Yeah, that's my back stuff. Chance we could negotiate with
Any chance
Fleshkin.
we could negotiate with the Fleshkin? Come to some kind of agreement?
Yeah, we tried, but they threw a javelin right at our envoy. She survived, but I think the message is clear.
It's about time we end this war. Let's make sure they pay for every soul they siphoned. It's going to be a tough battle, but we will. Sorry, flies wouldn't right in my face. I almost swallowed the thing. We will win if we fight smart.
This is gonna be a tough battle, but we will win if we fight smart. I'm counting on you.
Well, Sensor. Ehov, guide your sword.
That's why I picked what's his name.
Yes.
Okay, well I've got access to 3 of you. Who's missing?
Yes.
What the? What are you? Why are you all the way down there? Oh yeah, Spike's here. Riha. Okay, 1 second. So they brought Spot. Okay, there's her. There's my two mercenaries. Kaz here, Riha's here. Is anyone missing? Oh, there's everyone in it with my 4, right? Yeah.
Go ahead.
Can we talk to you or anything?
General Erev, outsider,
How are you?
as well as can be expected under the
Sure, before we get going.
I suppose. Ancestors, if you hadn't spared Zane and his soldiers, I'd be ancestors now. Well, there is no time for grief now. I will see if there are any survivors. You do what you have to. Seems like bloodshed is how it always ends. Ancestors guide your steps, Kayavu, son of my Ama. Your father was a great man, I know.
Okay, I'll pause there so they don't start attacking or something. So if what he just said is correct, then the decision I made in the game actually affected it then. Because I do remember sparing some people when I got a chance. And he just said if you hadn't spared them soldiers, he would be dead. So I guess we would have got this information from someone else, or he would have just talked instead. But he survived because of it. That's cool. Well, let me save it so we can... Again, we've got a good place to go from. We can either go back before the battle and pick a different people or a different army if we have to, or here if we have to. I guess I'm just going to stay there. Can I control them at all? No.
Yes.
It's cool to hear them find a map. Okay, where am I going? What's the way out? Okay, I can't remember how to get out. Just click here and it should take us. So around... Ah, okay, here it is. They go down here. Got you. I was like, I know there's a way out of this village. I've been here before. I kind of wish they would come with us though. It's cool they're actually in the map though.
Commander, we finished researching your new technology.
Holy fudge. Oh, okay. Strapping numbers. So, oh, cool. Computers are using them. Nice. I mean, that's my allies were over there. Okay, that's cool. So theoretically, then, if I had picked dwarves like Dark Elves, we still have humans in this. That's pretty cool. Okay.
Where to?
How's our food's not really good, so we want to start building quickly. They should start killing that thing over there. Woodcutter, stone cutter, look at that up. Boom. Woodcutters. Gonna get that there. Guys, what happened?
Me? I'm a mercenary. None of the outpost has been built.
I told you to attack something, I saw flying. So do we get hold of these quickly, upgraded quickly?
Yes?
Woodcutters and
Building completed.
stone cutters, yes. Obviously,
Building completed.
can I do a farm? Not yet. So we're going to need a hunting cabin initially. Hunting cabin initially. Any more wood? I failed that right now. Is this one anything? This is already built. Oh, the banner. Oh, cool. What's this? Queen's Guard. Oh. Oh, and that's what's giving you a jump with the Queen's Guard. If I picked that, it was always producing it, I guess. Okay. Do you have any woodcutters? No. Do you have a stone cutter? You do. Okay.
Building completed.
And of course you're going to need a hunting thing initially. And can I build a mine yet? No. Okay. I get down here, make sure there's nothing here, and try and get as much as we can. I know, and once that'll give us time to get wood. Let's go on at it. And you know what? We're at 25 minutes, so we're gonna end here. Episode 100, people. So, but whoa, 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 whoa! Is that the enemy coming at us? If it is, we need to backtrack next episode. It could be. I was gonna check down here, and then we're gonna have to backtrack. Okay, anyway, with that being said, episode 100 over. Come back next time, like, subscribe, like, good time. I've been IVATOPIA. You've been awesome. Thank you for watching. Have a great, wonderful day. Let's see if we can win this. Bye, everybody.